Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. And yes, finally, we recorded this episode right the day after the last episode. Because, podcast, we have to do it this way so that we prepare it in advance. But the sad thing is that this episode will be probably, actually I'm not sure, probably the last episode of 2022.
Yeah.
For some reason, like 2023 is in my mind. I don't know why. Yeah, or even I forgot what was in my mind. I was like just quite confused, but for some reason 2022 is just not part in my mind. But yeah, so today is actually, I believe this is the 53rd episode of the whole 2022 series of our podcast. And
Oh my god, I can't
Yes.
believe that we actually completed a year.
yeah, right. So basically, this is what we're gonna do every year. So I forgot last year, did we do it on 1st of January, or the episode before 1st of January? I forgot.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't
but
remember.
but it's like basically like kind of like the final one,
Yeah.
final episode. And yeah, so today we're gonna have a Ink Thoughts 2022 review. So just gonna talk about like generally what we did for 2022. Yeah, like the whole Ink Thoughts podcast, which is amazing. So yeah, but before that, anything that you like to talk about? Still, we have to like I guess it's a nature that we have to talk about live or something, and that we can't just jump straight into our podcast. In the meantime, we'll just like go through and see how can we best show like all the 2022 podcasting.
Well, after we recorded yesterday's episode, then we went out and did some grocery shopping and all. It actually gives me a sense like, oh wow, I'm really, this is really the adulting process and everything. Yeah, I'm no longer under my parents' care, that they will prepare everything for me, but we have to do it ourselves. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I've been here for about 3 months, 3 months, but the feelings has becoming stronger and stronger from time to time. Yeah, and somehow it just makes me feel like I kind of miss my family, but yeah, that's fine. Like just give them a call and it will just you still be able to talk to them and everything. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, but I mean, lovely, interesting. Because 2022. Quite. I don't know. I guess I get a bit confused all the time. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe because I just graduated and then I started working. And maybe there's just too much things happen, or maybe there's just too little things happening during the two COVID years.
Mm-hmm.
2020 and 2021.
Yes.
So sometimes it confuses me a little, and I keep thinking that kind of many years have passed in this year alone. That's why for some reason I keep thinking that next year is 2024 and like the Paris Olympics is gonna happen, something like that. It's a funny thing for me because like a lot have happened. Like honestly, I got to UK. Like for some reason it feels like I've been in the UK for quite a long time. But it's actually not. It's just been slightly more than a year. I came here September last year. And then earlier this year, around I think April, I flew back to Malaysia to surprise Verene. Went for a trip with my two best friends, and then like kind of I take that as kind of like a proper goodbye to Malaysia, because I know that I don't know, at least I just have this framework whereby I want to, like, it just makes sense for me to travel back first, and then when I graduate, and I'll just find work here. Like, it's a better process for me, and then I'm not gonna go back next year. So like probably 2024 is the year where I'm gonna travel back to Malaysia. Yeah, this is kind of like what I've been what's in my framework. So that happened, and then for some reason that so I guess that's like a monumental thing. So it kind of feels like it happens a year, like that will only happen one time in a whole year, so that kind of feel like a year on its own. And then yeah, I graduated, and then I got a job. My parents came here, and then Verene came here. Like so, there's just like oh yeah, a lot of things happening, which somehow I can't. I guess in my conventional mindset, I couldn't put all this into a year. So it thinks like for me, it feels like yeah, it happened for a very long time. Something like that. So yeah, that's why we're thinking. I mean, it's an amazing year, to be honest. Look back, like wow, so many things happened. And back to Malaysia, like I still can't bear the thought that flying back to Malaysia is actually just happened 7 months ago. I keep thinking that I was like really young back then. I don't know why. Not that I'm very old right now, but it's just different. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird for me. So, yeah, but yeah. Other than talking about this whole thing, I don't know how I got started into talking about this wow, right? While you're just talking about like you kind of feel like you're already in the UK. Yeah, but yesterday it was amazing. Went for grocery shopping. We walked 45 minutes ish or more than that. We took our own pace, walk there. Oops. I should really always mute my mobile. Sorry. Yes, I should really do that. Okay. Yes. Sorry about that, and professionalism. Yeah, but took a bit of walk there because it's been like freezing for the past week or even week and a half, and it's like it drops in negative, and sometimes even in the morning it's like negative. Rarely, but of just a few days, but it is crazy.
Actually, this morning as well, it was negative too when we wake up, but
this is like the final day, so later tonight is gonna be a whole lot warmer than this morning. Tonight it's actually gonna be warmer than afternoon, which is crazy. Like tonight it's probably gonna be 9 degree, and then like afternoon it's probably gonna 1, 2, or 3 maximum 3 degrees. So it's quite funny, but we look forward to that because it's been like too warm for the past.
Too warm.
Too cold. Sorry, too cold for the past week. So yeah, but yeah, yesterday. Sorry, getting back to yesterday. Yeah, it's a bit warmer, so we decided to go out and have to buy grocery and then save a bit of money on transport as well. We don't want to take the tram. Yeah, take it as exercise and then save money on transport. Bought some stuff. Had some good food. Had our first jacket potatoes, even though it's something very normal because I never had it before. Verene definitely haven't. So. Yeah, we had it our first time. It's amazing.
Yes,
and then we bought some pastries, came back. Had an amazing dinner. It was just it's kind of like some braised pork dish which I braised. That's a process called braise. I don't know. I braised it for like an hour or something, so it tastes amazing. At night we had like Harry Potter or something. So just an amazing night. I don't know, like I guess it's kind of like holiday season. Even in office, like my colleagues are taking off and all that. So it's just like so chill, so calm. Like something like that. Even this morning, I don't feel like waking up. Verene woke up early for her work. Yeah, she's a part-time tuition teacher as well. So, but yeah, like generally, yeah, amazing day, and so amazing, beautiful.
Yeah, but when you talk about like so many stuff happened in 2022, it actually feels the same for me. Like I would say every year there's a lot of stuff happening. Just that this year there's a lot of significant stuff happening. That makes it very different for me.
What are the significant stuff for you?
First thing first, although I started working in August 2021, but it was by 2022 like everything suddenly because my colleague resigned and everything. There's a lot of new arrangement and stuff. I really have to work very hard in order to make sure everything is in place and everything, so that we can provide the best care that we can for our patients and all. So that's the first thing, like working wise. Then after that, like I never expected that I'll resign in the same year. I mean, after a year of working there,
Okay.
Because I've been thinking like maybe I'll further study after 2 years of working or stuff like this. But just that plan doesn't always go with what
Things doesn't go as planned.
Oh yeah. cannot English today. Yeah. So after that, so we decided that why not I just come over to UK for my master's study this year. And out of nowhere I started applying and all. And to make sure everything is, work as what we want it to be. Then after that I just flew here and started my study, which is until today sometimes it still feels like it's a dream.
Is it fun?
I'll say yes. It gives me a lot of different experiences that I've never thought of, and actually widen my perspective and all as well. And I'm glad that I got to know a bunch of good friends, and I learned a lot from them as well. I wouldn't say like it's like from knowledge wise, but from different culture and everything like this, because we come from different background.
Cool.
And also we managed to get over our LDR.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but
yeah, it is a huge thing. Actually. Got over LDR, and now we're in the UK. Amazing, isn't it? So yes, generally a beautiful year. Still loads to come. Starting a life here isn't easy. We'll see how it goes. But yes, now on to our In Thoughts 2023 review. So now I have all the episodes, actually not all of them, but so In Thoughts 2021 happened actually this year, first of January this year. And interesting. There's a bunch of stuff. In Thoughts 2021, education through fear or acceptance, live a serious work but work casually. Live a serious life but work casually when parents are caring too much. Our wisdom on spending money is this sharing or bragging? And then earlier this year we're still doing audio podcasts, like fully audio podcasts. It's like I think mid-year then we started inviting guests, and then that became we started having video, and then subsequent after that we started doing full video podcasts like what we are doing right now. But then we have a lot of interesting episodes. Thoughts of parenting. Do you enjoy being alone? Podcast chill project, actively grow it. That's in February. Live the way we like, or like the way we live. Why don't we act accordingly to our advices? What? We're already in our 20s. 20 years alive. Define family. What do you like doing and what makes you like doing it? Should we allow our children to pay for our university education? Work-life balance? Is consuming content at 2 times speed a good idea? Should we be comfortable with not being in control? Safety in Malaysia, home alone. Oh, this one is when I'm back in Malaysia, I believe. Fear. I'm not sure. Maybe this one is already back in the UK. I forgot.
I think that's something related to me.
That's something related to you. It's a very simple one. Should we read news daily? That's like in May. A meaningful life. How to serve ourselves but not our investor. Define love. Interesting. Then there's our vacations. This is I don't know. This period is a part where we started. I think we started our new law, or maybe during this time where it just happens that we will split an episode into 2 if it goes beyond an hour. I think an hour. So minimum is like 30 minutes, something like that. This whole episode goes almost 2 hours. We have our vacation, and why is our podcast getting shorter? Ironically, I don't know why. Like previously it is shorter. Then it just happens to become longer for a few episodes, and there's like conquering theme park rides and UK career culture, and is childlike mindset the way to go? End of term, Verene's graduation. End of term, I think it's me, then Verene's graduation, and gender equality in early relationship.
I remember someone talked about me and
but then then we there's just so many part 1, part 2 episode after this. I don't know why it happened that way. It's a very interesting part of our, I think, this podcast journey. Like right now, I'll talk about the right now thing later. But then there's Malaysia versus UK weather, counting down Verene's days in Malaysia. That's like in August. But I think we always record like maybe 1 or 2 weeks earlier, at least. yeah, and how to overcome, easy to say, hard to do. Understanding why parents almost never listen. That's part one. That's part two. This one, I'm not sure why. Is that part one and part two? I forgot. How we respond to social media message requests. That's even part one, part two as well. Let's see. Yeah, then then it started our new idea of having guests on our podcast. We try to do that once a month. We've been keeping it until now. We'll see how it goes in the future. And we have Wei Han onto the pod, talking about his unorthodox ideas and topics, studying philosophy, seeking discomfort, interesting one. And we talk about our great accomplishment over the last month. I forgot what are the great accomplishments.
I actually forget as well.
Yeah. And that's why is it cool to be unwise? How much to YOLO in life? That's what we. No, oh, that is an episode as well. That too is an episode.
Oh.
Because I want to make it whereby we have two titles for even one episode. I don't want it to be part one, part two. It sounds too boring. And then we have two Paul Millett episodes, amazing episodes as well. And then why is crying necessary in a relationship to prevent a bad breakup? Then there's an update to our life. I think by this time we are here. You are here, I think. Is it?
Yeah.
I think you're here. It's
here.
probably your first episode in the UK.
Yeah.
And then Hoarding is our first video episode, like just two of us. And then we have Nelson on the pod, amazing episode. Then we have two episodes with Verene, a clinical psychologist, amazing as well. These are long. These are actually quite long.
Oh yeah.
And then coming into the most recent episode, is it better for us to be work or socially centered? We just came out yesterday. And then of course, like by this time you're listening this, there's already another episode which is still pending. Yeah, we haven't uploaded it yet because we just edited it yesterday. It's like is conversation. Does GIF and stickers helps in conversation and all that. So yeah, that's another interesting episode coming up. But yeah, generally amazing year, I guess. I mean, like how can this not be amazing? But just like so many things have happened. Like we reach our 1,000 views. We started new things. We have not only we have guests on the podcast, like different kinds of guests on the podcast. We also have what was I gonna say? We started making reels and all that. Yeah, we got some help for our podcast end of stuff, like podcast stuff, something like that. Yeah, which is this, I don't know. It's amazing, but I guess like okay, now going through the after this boring part where we just read through all the episodes. Sorry, like I guess that's a bit boring. I think we should have a better way of doing it. But I guess the main thing is that I want to ask you like in your mind, I think I should remove this from your view. In your mind, what is the best like the most memorable episode that you have in your mind, at least?
I'll probably say those episodes with the guest because I don't know, maybe just because of time factor that I couldn't remember those in the very early in the year one until we just read through that just now. Yeah, I actually forgot about those. But when we go through that, I was like, oh yeah, this exists.
Understand.
Yeah, so I'll probably say those with the guest one because it actually gives me a different idea on how this podcast could work. Yeah, like previously, it's actually very hard for me to talk to a stranger or be a host itself.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, like okay, I guess the audience that has been following us so far know that as well. You can sense it from the way when I host an episode and all. But it's until the very recent one that I feel like I actually improved, although not much, but I can see myself improving a bit. Like when it comes to talking to guests, it comes more natural compared to last time when we first started all this. Like I think the first guest is Rosman, like in 2021.
Yes, that's our first guest.
That time I can still remember it was very awkward for me to get myself started, but I don't know, maybe it's also because it's the most recent one is Verene. I know her, so it's not that hard, but compared to Nelson's one, I'm still okay also. Yeah, it's not like in the past, like I just you know laughing, and I don't know what else to say and everything. Yeah.
Mm.
And it's actually very cool to learn from them. That actually kind of drives me in trying to ask more guests.
Mm-hmm.
Although I know that some of them might reject me
Mm-hmm.
from the start. I already know that because English is not their main medium that they use and all.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, why not? I just give it a try. If it happens, it happens. If it not, then yeah, just leave it. And I'm glad that so far those people that I've messaged are very friendly one. They actually reply me in a very nice way that yeah, like I'm so sorry that I couldn't take it because yeah, I'm not comfortable in speaking English and or everything like this. But they'll tell me like if that's different opportunity in the future we can collaborate or anything like this. Yeah, it's like a very nice thing to see.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How about you?
Yes, yeah, because like of course definitely when I ask you this, I'm thinking about this as well, and the reason why I took that away is because I understand that the time factor would definitely make
Yeah.
us remember more of what's happening recently, like, and then like many of the episode of the definitely like those guest one are a lot more memorable because I don't know, I guess we spend more time.
Oh.
We definitely spend more time curating those
Yeah.
guest episodes. Not that we write a script or something, definitely, but from inviting them to inviting them, like, and then getting ourselves prepared for that
Yeah.
episode itself, and then after that we have to work on editing it and then thinking of the title, preparing reels and everything. So we put a lot more effort into all those. So definitely those bits are all a lot more memorable, from Wei Han's, Paul Millet's, Nelson's, and then the latest Verene one. Definitely we put in a lot more effort, which is amazing. Definitely tiring, but it's amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
Like what we have achieved, what we have did, and then just the process of getting to know more people, or even just spreading whatever they've said to more people, like letting more people know about them, something like that. So yeah, generally this is just amazing. But yeah, going back to which episode do I remember the most? Of course, I don't want to put the spotlight on the guest one because I think that they already have a lot of
Yeah,
spotlight.
yeah,
So,
true.
like, if I were to think of what is my favorite episode, I guess I would say, um, I don't know, probably the bunch that happened during. I wouldn't give this award to particular one episode. I would give it to a range of it. So all those that happen when we are just like constantly blabbering for more than an hour, that we just made it into 2 episodes, something like that. I'm not sure why that happened, and just now I said I'm gonna say why, like I'm gonna say what's different right now. Right now is that I realized that because I don't know, I guess we are in a confused period where we kind of got stuck between trying to get guest podcasts, and then some occasionally we have to do our own as well. So because when you're having a guest, it's different where you just ask question, you contribute a bit as well. You don't really, you listen more than you speak, something like that. So when it suddenly comes back to our own podcast, I felt a bit weird, and then I don't
yeah,
know
true,
how
true.
to like it just feels different. I guess that's why now our podcast feels a bit shorter. At least for me, I feel a bit shorter, even though the time tells me that it's a bit longer. But I kind of forget how to talk about things again. So like that's that interesting transition, weird transition again. But yes, so I don't know. I quite like that period. I'm not sure why. What contributes to that being there's like so many things happening, and then we're able to talk so long. We're able to talk for 2 hours, and yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just interesting for
But
me.
sometimes like for those episodes, sometimes almost half of it is us talking about our live updates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't know. I guess well, of course, one factor could be like now we are just
Oh yeah.
together,
Yeah.
so like that's less to share about. Those time we do have to say that okay, we have to record the podcast first, so we are able to make like our live sharing the part of the podcast, because we just want to share about our life so much to the other halves that we would spend an hour talking about it if we don't record the podcast right now. So we have to do that first, and then
Are you sure
like
it's just an hour?
yeah, sometimes beyond that. That's why we have to do that. So but right now I guess it's a bit different. But I don't know. Generally, I love that part. Is that of course it's a lot less effort. I guess in a way. Or did I just break the chair?
Seriously.
I feel I just broke the chair. Something. Yeah, I think I just broke the chair.
Oops.
That's dangerous. Sorry. Yeah, but then like okay. Other than that, yeah, I can screw it back. But yeah, sorry, sorry for that word interruption. But yeah, other than that is that yeah. So first thing first, like it's a lot less effort. We just have to record one consecutive long episode, and then I'll just cut it into two. So that's cool. But another thing is that it's the beauty of like unplanned episode. Like, of course, I'm not sure how our audience think of it. I do know that some audience do care about the title more. That's why I try to design instead of part one, part two. I try to make it into two separate titles, whereby one really focused just on what we were talking about it in like live updates and everything, and then the second one would be like the actual topic itself. And so people who are actually interested in listening the actual topic would don't get like deceptionalized. Don't get lied into going into it. So it's like not the clickbait or something like that. So that's what I try to do.
Yeah, I also remember one of my friends that I'm not sure if he's still listening to our podcast now, but previously he told like, sometimes the title say it this way, but yeah, we just talk so much about our live updates that we haven't even touched on the topic yet, and it's ended.
Yeah. So yeah, like, but I don't know. I guess I just love that beauty where we just say random things and then it went on for so long. Yeah, especially our vacation part. That is like, I don't know. That's like a monumental thing. It's a new thing that, and then like so much happened that like there was our vacation episode, and then there's like half an episode. I guess that's our vacation. Then only it comes to the actual topic. So like kind of like 3/4 of the episode like is for our vacation, which is really funny. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like I was just say that I feel sorry for many of our episodes that happened a lot earlier this year. Like I guess it's a part of growth or something. But yeah, I just couldn't seem to remember them, and then I just like, yeah, what's cool? Like those episodes that happened later and recently. But I don't know, it's definitely part of our journey. And then, of course, we never really listened back to our episode, but I think it would be really interesting if we just like next time, like we just click back and then listen to our episode. Like I think Spotify right even said that we have like 2,000 something minutes of episodes uploaded this year, if not mistaken, which is crazy. Definitely.
Yeah, it is
definitely crazy. Like is it like let me just make a simple calculation on like is that possible? Like if I just times 50, okay, it is possible. So yeah, like 24,000 minutes of episode, like that would take us so long to finish all of them. to finish all of them, like yeah, like I don't know how much 24,000 minutes, how many hours, 40 hours, like almost full 2 days to just sitting there listen to our podcast. And yeah, I don't know, it's amazing. And we've done it. Like we just started last year as a random thing that we try to do, and then now we're doing this, kind of going into another stage, like, but we're not sure how long would that last, trying to invite guests and all that. But I don't know, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's actually quite time consuming compared to those like those episodes that we just do it on our own. Yeah, because we can just randomly choose a time that fits both of us, then we can just go on and record that. But for guest one, we need to pre-plan time and everything, and also our questions and all. Yeah, we can't just go into it and have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel good for the guests as well. Yeah, I hope they enjoy those episodes as well. But one thing that I quite like is like after you went back to Malaysia to surprise me that time, that we kind of just randomly talk about stuff that I remember there were a few episodes.
Yeah, I guess like maybe 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think.
And after I think after you came back to UK, we still did 1 or 2, something like this. Yeah, that we just talk about stuff and then came up with the topic later. Yeah, that was kind of nice as well, because sometimes we just have so much cluttered in our mind and brain, and we just have to let it out. And I remember, I think the fear one is something, it's related to me, and that time so much is going on in my head, like I don't even know what to do next, like but I guess after that episode I kind of actually get it clear, and I kind of know what's next. Yeah, and it's nice to be able to, like, just randomly say it. Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, those are cool episodes, but I don't know. I mean, it's cool. You can do that on YouTube or all this kind of stuff. I don't know. Just
but sometimes I'm not quite sure, because I know some of our audience listen to our episode because of the title itself. They want to get to know more about that. But most of the time we actually share more about our own life and all. I don't know actually which is more preferred by our audience.
I guess the best part about this is that we are still such an early stage that we can just do whatever until we're still waiting for our. Like, of course, there are a few, very few that messages and then like tell us about, like, if you do more like this, do something like this, and that's something that we try to work on. That's why we introduce reels and all that. But we're just looking for more, like whether do you like our episodes, comment on our episode. I don't know, just let us know, I guess. I don't know. I do hope that, like, of course, I don't have a particular goal for this, but I just do hope that we can just keep on doing this for like a 30-year thing, 40 years, 50 years. Then I'm not sure if I'm able to do this so consistently, but something that I'll try to get hold to, if I can just keep doing it. I think it's cool. It's tough. It's tough doing this with no rewards, and then like people don't recognize something like that. But the thing is, if you do get to do it, I don't know what will happen out of it. And I guess that is the interesting part. I just hope that it's kind of like hoping that miracle happen. Of course, it's not exactly a miracle, just that we call it a miracle because we don't know what is the outcome of this whole thing. That's why.
And I don't know, like I think it's like after yesterday episode that makes me thinking, like recording podcast is a way that makes me think, because some of those topics it doesn't come from me, it comes from you, and maybe I've never thought of that, and that just makes me think. And recently, I don't know, maybe because it's end of the term and there's not much happening for classes and all. I've not been thinking that much, and yesterday it really makes me like, oh yeah, I should be thinking more. And sometimes ideas just spark in a way that you never expected. So if let's say we go through just the list just now and look at it, which one would you say you like the most?
I mean, I thought
those that part.
I mean, we talked about it. Why are you repeating what we talked about it?
Brain not working very well. Anything else that we can reflect on?
I mean, when we just talked about review, it's just about looking back. I don't know. There's a lot of mixed feelings in me when we talk about this whole podcasting. I mean, been doing it for a long time. Guess the main question is, do we still want to do it?
Mm-hmm. As of now, for me, I'll say yes.
Okay. And then you would take ownership of it, right?
Mm.
It is part of you, right? Okay, that is cool. That I mean, yeah, because I guess like one of the beauty about this podcast is that we are doing it together. So yeah, I don't want it to be just me that's doing. So yeah, if that's just me that's doing, I guess there's no point. Like both of us are here, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, but
I feel like I have something else to say.
I don't know. Just yeah, as long as I don't know, as long as I mean it's I love what this podcast is, and I love that we have done it for so long, but I just yeah, hope that you own it more, I guess. Because I just I don't know, I mean it just feels like I own it more than you. So I hope that you will own it more. Something like that. Because yeah, this is just what I feel, at least. Yeah. Because it's like our mutual podcast. So otherwise I could just do it whatever I want. Right, isn't it? Yeah.
I get what you mean. Anything else you want to say?
No, I just just a review thing. So I guess it's part of the review. That's just what I genuinely feel. I feel like I just hope that you own more of it.
Yeah, I remember we had a conversation about this earlier as well. Yeah. Then I guess that's it for this review.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Alright. Okay, then I guess that's the end for this review and this episode, and it's a wrap for the year. And thank you everyone who have been listening to us, and thank you so much for support as well. That we wouldn't have reached here if it's without all of you listening to us. Yeah. Then we'll see y'all again in our next episode, which will be in the new year. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you are not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.